Your basket to tapao food.
Yes, that one is to tapao food. Okay.
Come back to another video, guys. Today I'm with Hakim and he has a gravel bike. Hey Hakim, thank you so much for coming over to my show, man.
Yeah.
Hey, can you tell us about this bike? It's a gravel bike. Normally my shows is all road bike.
This bike is twin Six Rando. It's a steel gravel bike. it comes with 650B wheels and 1x11 setup.
And this is a steel bike, right?
Yeah.
Why a gravel bike and not a mountain bike?
Okay. For me, the reason why I choose gravel bike because in Singapore, I think it's around 70 to 80% road PCN, and then the rest 20% like T15, Pulau Ubin, Green Corridor is all mostly off-road. So I think why I decided to buy gravel bike instead of motorbike is so that I can commute easily. I have the speed of I would say road. I have the capability of mountain bike also.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry if I ask stupid question because I'm not familiar with gravel bike. So gravel and cyclocross are two different categories, right?
Yes, I would say for me, I think in my opinion, gravel bike has much more relaxed geometry compared to cyclocross. There's cyclocross and road, they are slightly aggressive compared to gravel bike. So gravel bike geometry, I would say as close as mountain bike. Yeah.
And can you tell us about the components on your bike?
Okay, for the components, we start off with the wheels. Is 650B tubeless setup with Chris King hub. The rims I'm using DT Swiss G540. For the Groupset, I'm using GRX 1x11 setup with oval chainring of 40T and 1136 cassette. I'm using dropper post, and for my handlebar is 44mm with a 25-degree flare.
What is the size of the bike and what is your height?
Okay, my height is 175. The size of the bike is I would say M. So M is around 53 cm.
Right. And the weight is 10 kilos?
I think with full load, I would say, okay, if let's say I empty out everything, the weight is sub 10 kg. And then if I include all the bags, basket, it will give me around slightly 11 kg to 12 kg. I don't really measure, so right. I just roughly.
Yeah. So Twin 60 is the brand for this steel frame. Twin 6, and they only specialize in steel gravel bikes, or do they have any other bikes?
Their bike is mostly gravel bike. There's no road bike. There's no road bike. There's no mountain bike also.
Okay, and sorry again, another stupid question, right? So GRX is Shimano's version of gravel and cyclocross, is it?
Yes.
And what is SRAM's equivalent?
Wow.
Is it SRAM Eagle, right? I think
SRAM Eagle or SRAM Rival.
Oh no, Rival I think is the road.
Okay.
So I think it should be SRAM Eagle.
Yes.
So for there's only one for you to choose. There's no other, like, because road we have like 105, Altegra, and Dura Ace, right? Yes. So for gravel it's only one.
Yes, GRX for Shimano.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is mechanical, right? It's not even
Yes. This is mechanical, and then for the left side of the switch shifter is for my dropper post.
And you have Chris King headset and Chris King R45 hubs.
Yes, correct.
Wow, this one expensive, man.
Chris King headset, hub, Pesta valve also.
This one is Chris King as well?
Yes.
And this is tubeless?
Yes, tubeless setup with 48mm wheel.
Okay. And why do you need a dropper post? Because I know dropper post mainly for mountain bikes if you are going downhill and stuff, right? But you don't go into downhill trails and all those, right?
Like I mentioned just now, I spend 20%, 15% doing trails. So when I doing a descent, it's best for me to have the dropper post, because if not, I have to stop one side, lower down my seat, so that my center of gravity shifted. Not say shifted, lowered. So I can safely descend. And then if, let's say for normal rides, if I want to slow down or I want to stop at traffic light, I can press down the seat, and then while waiting I can just sit down, laid back, quite chill.
Okay. And how is the community of gravel bikes here in Singapore?
I would say quite strong. I think it started, I wouldn't say quite recently. It's been quite long. It's only, the community is quite small. But But I think we have a group like Gravel Bike Singapore, Gravel Bike Singapura, Gravel Singapura, and then as on SGPC and all this But I think if you want to go into Gravel Singapura, there's I think 1.6k worth of community inside there.
This bike looks like you can go very far and long distance because there's so many things here. There's a bag. What kind of bag do you call this? Like a top tube bag, is it?
Yes.
Frame bag.
This is a frame bag. Is custom made from 6 rolling wheels. I bring them over to their place. They measure the size that they sew on for me. Then they ship to me.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So okay. Travel long distance. Yes, I would say quite comfortable because of the saddle. Is what is Selle saddle lah. Is Selle Anatomica. Yes. Because based on the research, they say it relax your tailbone lah. So for me, I when I commute point A to point B, I feel this is quite relaxing ah.
This is sorry, I also forgot to point out that this is a 1x setup.
Yes.
Was it purposely set up as a 1x or does all GRX come as 1x?
Okay. GRX comes with 2x setup also. The reason why I choose 1x setup is so that I can lessen the, I would say, mechanical maintenance Yeah, because if there's more moving parts, there's more to maintain. So I say okay I decided to go to 1x, and then for me I like to ride relax. So I don't need to have much speed I just commute like commute on 15 to 20 average speed
Right.
And then the reason why I have 1x also is so that I can incorporate my dropper post to my left shifter.
So let's say if you have a 2x setup, so because just now you were showing me that the left shifter is to adjust or to control the dropper.
Yeah.
So let's say if I have a 2x setup, this is going to control my derailleur, right? The left one.
Yes, correct.
Then how do I adjust do I drop the seat post?
If I run by 2x setup and I want to include a dropper, there will be a small remote for me to mount it on my cockpit
How does a dropper seat post work? Is it like is it pressurized air or what is it?
Dropper seat post is, I would say, simple analogy is like our office chair. When we pull and we go down, then if you want to go push back up, we just stand up and then
So there is a spring in there somewhere, right?
Yeah, I would say
Oh, okay. I never knew about that. Your fork as well, there are 3 bolts here. These bolts are meant for you to hook things?
Yeah, the fork mount usually is to put some cargo like we can put we can even put our water bottles there. We can put our maybe our seat here. This kind of seat we can mount it there and then we strap on. Then for the back mount also we can put a pannier rack. Then we put a side bag, so we can carry a huge load. That one is usually for touring where if let's say the checkpoint open the causeway open then we can bring this bike to go for a very long tour.
Have you ridden this on a very long distance touring?
Wow, so far RTI no it's only to and fro to Lamppost 1.
Do you think when the causeway is open, do you think you'll travel to Malaysia?
Yes, I would say yes. If I have a chance and I have a group of friends that willing to go with me, then I can go. Start with JB right to don't know where, then I take rest, then come back.
Yeah, go Malacca, KL. Maybe I can recommend you a few places. If you happen to be in Selangor, you can go to Genting Perez, Cameron Highlands, Fraser. Then you come back.
That one, for me, I think I need to train myself to build that kind of stamina because yes, I like to go long distance. I like to ride. But then if let's say, for me, if there's no scenery, I would say I tend to have some mental blockage. Then okay lah. Then I like have to push myself.
Will you ever go into road biking or pure mountain bike?
If I ever choose between road bike and mountain bike, okay. First and foremost, I think I go back to what Singapore has to plan for their cycling route for the next 5 to 10 years. Then from there I can plan. So from the way I see, they're going to make 90% PCN and then is much more I would say logical to go into road. Yeah, but for me I still I would say still searching on what kind of road bike that really fits me because my mind is stuck in a dilemma where do I want speed? Do I want comfort? Do I want performance? I always, which one I want? But I think ultimately it's comfort and safety. Just to share, I have a JBL speaker. It's just to keep myself company.
Oh, this one is usually the fixie boys will have it. Are you trying to be young and fit into the fixie guys? Every time they are at MBS, you know, they blast very loud music. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Okay guys, so we move on to the Instagram questions. If you want to ask me any questions, you can follow me on Instagram. So Hakim, are you ready?
Okay.
The first question: do you need a gravel bike in Singapore? Where do you ride on the trails or Saja only?
Do I need a gravel bike? I would say for me yes, because there's multiple mounting points for me to put my barang-barang. So what I can put basket when I want to run errands. If I want to go on trails, maybe I can. Nearest to my house, Tampines is the Pulau Ubin. And then if not, I just make my way slowly to T15. Then I have a good ride. But then prior to trails, I usually take out my basket lah. I will take out my basket. Then I'm ready for trails lah.
Why must take out? Why must take out?
No lah, because it's quite it's quite easy to take out. It's just a simple Allen key and a simple screw. Then I can just take out. Okay.
Or you shy? I bring this basket inside the trail.
No lah, because later I would say I scared if let's say I fall down. Wow, basket dented. Then
never mind, you can bring some drinks and then offer to the mountain bikers.
Okay, drinks or snack I usually put inside my frame bag. So I can put my maybe sandwich or what okay, put inside here. This is quite a good space, I would say.
Right. Actually, I forgot one question.
Yeah.
What is the price of this bike?
What is price?
Yeah.
Okay, for base price, you can get around 3,000. But then if let's say those who intend to buy gravel bike or intend to survey, you can take a look at some shop. Like from the way I see, there's R3 at Tampines. There's a Cycle Project store. This bike I bought from Carousel. The username called gravel bike, if I'm not wrong.
Your basket to tapau food.
Yes, that one is to tapau food. Okay, mainly is to run errands where I need to buy food or I need to collect something. Usually when I buy things online, like in Carousel they ask to if let's say the pickup place is quite near my house. Okay I can just cycle. I don't need to take bus. I cycle, and then if the barang is quite bulky, I will say okay it's safe for me to put there, and then I can buy food with soup also. So if any soup spillage, I save my bag. I don't need to carry while cycling. So everything is there securely.
Okay. Do you like washing your bike? Because it's a gravel bike, I'm assuming you accumulate all dirt and mud.
Oh yeah, I like to wash. Usually when my frequency of washing usually around once a week. If let's say quite clean, I just wipe down slowly. If not, after trail or after ride at Coney Island, I would say Coney Island, go to my washing bay and I just have a quick wash. It's quite therapeutic, I would say.
Is the single chain ring sufficient?
Okay, single chainring is sufficient if you don't aim for speed or performance. You only aim to commute from point A to point B. You don't really chase for time. Yes, it's sufficient. I can get at least around 20 km average speed. I used to have bike computer, but now I think I take out because I feel like okay lah, point A to point B, no need to waste.
Yeah. But they say if it's not on Strava, it's not a ride.
I used to have Strava, but I stopped because there's no point showing me going from Tampines going to Tampines Mall just to take stuff and then I come back home.
I see. Why do you need so much storage compartments? What do you put in the bags?
Okay, things that I put inside the bag, my wallet for sure, my sunglasses. Sometimes if I going long distance, usually I put a spare of inner tube, some snacks like peanut butter and bread. Then I put inside Ziploc. I put inside here. Then okay, in the future I might be putting this foldable chair inside here. So if I cycle to East Coast or I want to quite have a chill ride, I just cycle to East Coast. Okay, flap out my seat. I can just sit there and watch this, chit chat with my friends. Then after that, when time comes, then I just go back home.
So this is the getaway from your wife lah.
No lah, I wouldn't say get away. It's more towards unwind lah.
Unwind is the good word lah. Don't worry, tonight you can sleep. Will it be considered a gravel bike if the tires were to be changed to a normal road tires?
This bike, I would say you can go on multiple disciplines lah. If let's say I plan to go TMCR, I plan to run 200 clip, let's say but I want to finish it fast then I change to a road wheel But then I have to buy myself a road wheel set because the rim is specifically for gravel bikes.
So gravel bikes, do they come in other material for the frames like a carbon fiber or aluminium?
Like popular brands like Specialized Diverge, Canyon Grizzle, they have carbon bikes. Carbon gravel bikes. Yeah, they have multiple mounting points also. Yeah, so it's quite light compared to steel. But for me, I think steel is real.
Steel is real. Nice one.
Just to share, actually this bike does not come with internal root but I have a friend of mine called Wan. I can share the Instagram profile also. He service bike, he DIY the bike also. He drilled the hole at my steel frame. I thought he used a Dremel tool to contour it to make it nice and then he put a plastic plug so that I can run my dropper post internally
Does the flat handlebar feel weird compared to normal road bike handlebars?
Okay, flat handlebar does not feel weird. In fact, it feels I would say relaxed because the reason why you need a flat handlebar so that first if you ride normally or you want to ride attack your wrist size shifted to something slightly this angle so you feel a little bit more natural compared to you want to go in more.
My on my road bike I have a flat handlebars and I like it because on the drops, right, if I don't have flat, because my handlebars are quite narrow, so it might hit my knees. That's why I have it flat, and also I feel more confident on the drops, and I can sprint.
You have better consoles. I would say.
Yeah. How wide are these?
This is 44 mm.
Oh my god. 44 is from the hoods or the drop?
From the hood.
Okay.
So plus 25 degree. If you use Tuakaso, is around 48 mm below. 44, 48.
So normally, do gravel bikes they have very wide bars? For comfort,
yes, I would say yes because not say we I would say I feel it's more we follow the mountain bike because you have wider so you have better consoles and then furthermore you are quite relaxed on the chest. The reason why I choose 44 also because I see my chest also is quite huge so I need a better I need a wider grip If not, if I go 44, it's quite queasy to me.
Kim, thank you so much for coming on my show and sharing a gravel bike with us. Now I have gained so much knowledge on gravel bikes. So maybe next time if anyone wants to do gravel bikes with me, just message me on Instagram. And I don't think I have a cyclocross. I might have, I can't remember. So maybe I have a cyclocross next. And then a bit of flavor right? Every time road bike, $20,000, a bit boring already. Hey bro, thank you so much, man.
See
you guys, bye-bye.
Okay, bye.